Hello again, welcome to today's attempt at a Fusele puzzle. This is Wordle, but the rules change at every row. So for example, on the top row, one tile is a lie. So that's going to mess up my thinking throughout the whole rest of the game. I'm going to try and actually use 5 letters that are probably wrong. Let's try murky. Because then if I just get 4 greys and 1 letter that's yellow or green, I'll assume that the yellow or green tile is the one that's lying, and I'll just ignore these 5 letters. But it might not work out that way. Oh, it's the opposite way around, in fact. We've got exactly 1 letter correct, but we don't know which one. 4 of those letters are true and grey. 1 of them should be yellow or green, which is interesting. Now my guess needs to be a word that is backwards. Now usually I go for laced for this one, because I can do decal. So it is a word that's backwards, but it's also a word that's forwards, and therefore there's a tiny chance that it's correct. Annoyingly, this doesn't use any of the letters from the previous row, so it can't possibly be correct, but I'll go for it anyway. Okay, we do get the E, so maybe it's an ER ending. Let's test the R, and we'll test... Or should I test the R, or should I test just a couple of new letters? Clearly the rule here is I won't know what the hint is on positions 1, 3 and 5, so this is a bit of a waste of a guess really. I'm not going to find out too much information. We'll try a brush. We do get the R, okay, so clearly that was the liar on the top row, so it's probably an ER ending. But I've got so many ER endings in these games recently, and there's just so many words that end ER, it doesn't help it as much as it feels like it should. Right, the colouring's in this. Blue tells me that another letter from your guess is in that spot. So let's just try 3 new letters with the ER, and we can worry about the rule afterwards. Ooh, blue tiles mean that another letter from your guess is in that spot. So that means that the H or the O should be third. Can't be the E or the R, because those have all gone green already. Those are accounted for. So if it's... I mean, OER is a really uncommon ending. HER is not that much more plausible, because it can't be other, but it could be ether. My guess must repeat a letter. Right, that's the perfect opportunity to go for ether then. And it is correct. I think that might have been unique at that stage, given that we had to use the H or the O. Not completely certain, but if there was another answer, I certainly couldn't think of it. I don't think it was a very common word. So, ether it was. That is a nice Fusele. Let me know how you got on with this one. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.